Hello, everyone. It is Queen Jamila. So I just wanted to come on here. First of all, I didn't even know that Meghan was pregnant because I'm so busy. I think during the reading that I did for them, I think I could see a child being born. Um, but I wanted to come and speak a little bit. First of all, Meghan Markle. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Nerole. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry had a baby boy a few days ago. I think the baby was born like 3 days ago. And, they both look so happy. They do. They both look so happy. And I'm actually going to do another reading for them to kind of be nosy a little bit. But from what I can see is general happiness. Hello, Chrissy. Hi. So yeah, and she's always been so beautiful. She's always been so pretty. But I know that she's biracial, right? But her black side is so lucky because she could give birth to a child and not be shamed for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not jealous of her. I'm very, very happy for her. It's obvious that she broke like this cycle in her life. I don't think that she has the best relationship with her father. But when you're inside of a royal family, which a lot of black people claim that they're royalty, but they don't really act like it at all. But when you're inside of a royal family, a lot of that shaming, um, that is done to the average black woman is just not being done to this woman. It's not. And the reason why, number one, is probably because, the father is from the royal family. And then, of course, we all loved Princess Diana. And I'm pretty sure that Princess Diana did a very good job raising her boys. I just have that feeling in my heart. Um, hold on a second, guys. I gotta go help Jacob. He's in the bathtub. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, y'all. We got that sibling rivalry thing going on. So she doesn't have to go through shaming and people attacking her. Even though I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are jealous of her, and how they say that the royal family, they're a bunch of reptilians. Hold on a minute, guys. I got to go up here and get Jacob. Give me a second. Sorry about that, y'all. My family is dealing with a lot of painful memories from stuff, and they like to be disruptive sometimes. But we're healing. So, hello, Miss Marlene's video. Hello. Hi, Zybel. The royals need melanin to increase immortality. Uh, eh. Anyway, I mean, with the number of Black people that are dying and killing each other every day, I just, I'm sorry that whole fantasy to me is just really not the truth. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about why she is the luckiest Black woman in the world, in my opinion. She is, obviously. And many of us that were born into families, we were shamed, said that we were born in sin, which, doesn't make any sense, which was why religion was given to us. Um, so it's so amazing being able to see a Black woman get treated like a princess. It's refreshing, which is very, very different from the fools and the vagabonds that we have to deal with in everyday society. So, I think it's amazing. I am extremely happy for her. I've always been happy for her and her marriage to Prince Harry. He just seems like a sweetheart to me, you know. And eventually I'm going to find out, because I didn't even have a child. My youngest child, I had him with a donor, and he is biracial. And the Black community made sure that they shamed me up and down the street. So, it's just something that is the way typically in the Black community. And it's just very, very sad, but you don't have to choose that for your life, women. You can choose better. You can. You can choose so much better than that. And I'm pretty sure that she is happy with her choices that she made. But that doesn't mean that Black women have to give up, because I feel like that same demonic energy and entity that holds Black people down is constantly trying to keep us there. When in reality, there are a lot of men out there that are looking for good women to love and to cherish and care about. And as long as you are associating with the riffraff, you just got to quit associating with riffraff. That's really what you have to do, because just because somebody is Black doesn't mean that they have a claim on you. They don't. And, a lot of the Black men, in fact, I'm going to be doing a show today, which will be coming up a little bit after this one. I got to eat lunch. But I will be talking about how, Black men are the original slave masters, and they have carried on, and they are carrying on the role of a slave master reptilian in the church, in the churches. So it's very sad, the attacks that are on Black women. But I'm gonna tell you something: you can always get better. You can always get better. Okay. Yeah, the riffraff has got to go. I think that when you become mature and you wake up and you realize that these types of men are no good, and you walk away from them, good things will begin to come into your life. And I had a vision of myself last night. It was so wonderful. And I woke up to the same riffraff talking about me. But I had a vision of having a husband somewhat like Harry. Okay. And just being happy in life. And I think that when you don't listen to people that are a part of that riffraff and you go your own path, you can do better and you can have better in life. And because they'll try to force you, they will try to force you. And I bet you Meghan was like, heck no. She was like, no way. I am not going to deal with no riffraff, because there is nothing worse than dealing with an ignorant man with no brain. You know what I'm saying? Just no brain, no and they tend to bring out the ignorance in a lot of us very beautiful black women. I'm not telling you to go and swirl. That's not what I'm telling you to do. But if the option of swirling is a better option, and when there's not a whole lot of options in the black community, and I talked about how they bred us. It was a result of breeding. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but come on now. We clearly see the difference between the two. Come on now. You can clearly see the difference between the two. We know that black men have a tendency in very high numbers to not take care of or support their children. And we know that they breed babies that can be a part of the system. They want those babies to be trapped by the system. And the system is them. There's nobody else doing that but them. And they can't say it. They can no longer deny it, because that man, Prince Harry, he took a black woman, made her a wife, made her a mother. She looks very happy. And that's what we all want, no matter what race they are. It doesn't matter if it's a good person exactly. But we all know that the choices that a lot of black women have are very narrow choices, you know. And I can honestly say that I was bred by black, I was bred out, and they did use black magic. I actually spoke about this in depth. It's not that I don't love my kids. I love all of my kids, and I will always stand firmly by them forever. Right, exactly. I'm pretty sure that all she has to worry about is taking care of that baby. She don't have to worry about paying no bills. I remember when I gave birth to all of my children, I had to go back to work when they were a couple of weeks old, because, you know, the father just didn't do anything. And people will say, well, why didn't you make a better choice? And, you know, y'all can see that they literally force themselves into your life. And when you tell them, I don't want you, they say, oh, no one else is going to want you. It's up to you to not listen, because when you're listening to that negativity, then what do you think it's going to produce? So she's very, very lucky. That woman is very, very lucky to have that man. And I'm just hoping, because I can see witches trying to break them up. I can see them. They hate the fact that this woman has a good husband. Mm-mm. Not at all, truth teller. I've never had a problem with black women marrying white men. Not ever. Not ever. I would never, ever tell a black woman to choose, you know, because there's a lot of black women out there that they just don't understand that it's time to break the cycle and not breed with these people anymore, because that's all they are, is breeders. So I would never, ever tell a black woman to not be with a white man, not ever. Let me ask you a question. As a black woman, would you choose some abusive thug over a respectable white man? I would not suggest that you do that, because he's not going to do anything but bring hell into your life. And I speak from personal experience with that. Personal experience. Okay. First of all, most black men are not fathering the children. They're competing with the children. And y'all know it's the truth. And a lot of us can speculate as to what is wrong with them. But at the end of the day, they have made a choice to be that way. And that's what they prove to the world every single day. And it's sad as it is, they don't even understand their own behavior. And the only thing that they can blame is a white man, but white men are raising their children. They're not they're not thinking about they're not. And of course, we have some of them that are very militant, that keep their foot on a lot of these black men's neck. And there's a lot of black men that are good. They're good men. I'm not even going to lie to you. There's some of them that are, but a majority of them are not. So I'm very, very happy for Meghan Markle, and I'm going to be praying for her and her family, because please believe that there are witches that want them to break up. I am being very serious right now, of course. Of course I'm being serious. Look at the choices. A lot of these black men want black women to accept abuse all the time, and degradation and pain and suffering. That's what they want us to accept. And if we don't accept it, they'll say things like, oh, no one will never want you. But that's actually not true. If you believe that, if you allow it to affect you, even if you're a woman with children, if you allow that to affect you and allow that to dictate to you, because basically what you are is a sacrifice for the black church, for the system. And I'm going to talk about that in another hangout that's going to be coming up in a couple of minutes here. We'll be talking about that a little bit more. I've had the show set up for a while, for a couple of days, but I'm praying for her family. Okay, I am praying for her family, that they stay together forever, raise their children, because there's more to come. She's going to have more babies. Will she be? Would you, if you were Meghan Markle, would you claim that you were black? Would you claim that? No, you wouldn't. If you had a chance and an opportunity to say that you are another race, you would do it, because we see black men doing it every day. Mm-hmm. Exactly, Chrissy. I don't even see ugly. I don't see ugly. I don't. When it comes to people, I don't see ugly. I just see personality. I just see energy. I don't see ugly when I look at people. So, men, the hell, men are supposed to be kind of funny looking. Men are supposed to be ugly. They ain't supposed to be cute little pretty boys running around with long nails and long hair anyway. And I can imagine that there's a lot of black men out there that are very, very jealous of him, because he's a man with, status and money. And he doesn't look, let me tell you something. Even the poorest black man, even the most disadvantaged black man, can still be a good man and work hard for his family, or either just start a business. Unfortunately, he's going to be considered to be a coon, and black men are going to attack him. More than likely, they are. So, and again, we have a birth of a beautiful child that was born. And I think all children are beautiful, whether or not they're white, black, purple, orange. I think all children are beautiful. But of course, you're going to find a black man that can't even congratulate this man and his family, because they're bitter. Well, that's true, but we're going to be discussing the intent of the black church and what it's really about, which is about sacrificing other blacks, sacrificing children, and they make it so obvious. Is it not so obvious? I've proven that to you guys. I've proven that over and over again. And I didn't have to do any magic on these people. They just went and told the truth about themselves, is what they did. So if you're a black woman and you can find a man that is a man and he's not a little baby, a little boy in the mind to where he's going to compete with your sons and he's going to, try to drive a wedge in your family, then you are very, very lucky. Very lucky. Okay. So anyway, again, congratulations to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Black people that understand why she made the choices and the decisions that she did, we fully support her. And we're praying for her. We are rooting for her because it proves that a black woman, even though she doesn't consider herself to be black, she has very ethnic features. This proves that a black woman can get a man that is going to treat her well. And she is an example. She's setting an example for many, many little young black girls that are being told inside of their family that they're pieces of crap. And, eventually when you tell somebody, and this is how they get you, if they keep telling you that you're a piece of crap, then you'll turn into one. That's just all it is to it. Well, as a black woman, WGT weight gain team, hun, he says, I am a black man and will not betray my black queens for those pink toes, aka white women. I have never, ever, ever told a black man that he can't be with a white woman, ever. And I've never shamed him for that. Because if you were a black man and all of your choices were people that could not overcome that sadisticness and that bitterness and that training that was put into so many of us is to feel bad about herself. The reason why he's even going to white women is because it's refreshing to him. That's the reason why. And I'm not talking about these relationships with these black men that they gravitate towards ratchetness in every color. You just want a ratchet woman because you're ratchet yourself. And I'll never be seen publicly with anybody like that at all. If you're a man that is a man, then I'll come on your show. I'll be in your chat room. Other than that, I'm not associating with that anymore. And you have the right to disassociate yourself. Okay. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. Okay. Love and light.